So I know that I'm the person to, I want to try to not harp on a lot of things, but need to just release a new video, the third one out of her series of 12, which I'm not even going to begin to say how lackluster her work ethic is. And I know my videos aren't the best quality out there, but understandably, her videos do not look like they take that much effort to make. They look standard YouTube. No bet, standard YouTube. Not like compared to mine. Mine's are pretty slapdash. I just record and blah 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 that. But her videos are even on the basic levels, they're really standard. Really just, I don't know how to describe them. They're that boring. Understandably, I can't talk much considering even I don't like some of my earlier videos or even some of the videos I have now. I'm trying to get better quality, but still, 3 videos out of 12, she promised. Her Kickstarter funded all of that. Should have been able to fund all of that. She's only been able to do 3. Oh, I understand. I have my reasons for why, but her reasons for believing this is because of all the extensive research. Anyone who's looked at her videos and can know that it's full of crap. It's all opinionated. But she parades it around as, oh, I've done research for it. That's what she basically says. She parades it around as, I've done research for it, even though all of it's bullcrap. My reasons for saying that is because she's been dealing with other things. Like backing out of a planned meeting because some ass had decided he wanted to pose a bomb threat. Dealing with internet trolls, which is something that I don't know how many people on the internet have basically showed that battling internet trolls can take a toll on your life. And anyone can tell you just to ignore them. I have my own trolls, and I'm not even that popular. On pretty much every site I go to, I get people fucking with me. Because I post some content on there. And people screw with me. Because that's just the nature of people. I do it sometimes. I screw with a lot of people sometimes. Doesn't mean that's indicative of anything. It just means I just want to fuck with you. It's same as everyone else. I mean, understandably, these guys sent rape threats to her and all this kind of crap. And you're not helping. She just uses it as ammo to slack off. Oh, look at all these people who are sexist and misogynistic. How about I ignore them and get to doing your damn job? Like posting your videos. I don't care about your content. I'm just caring that you're lying to your fans. That's what I care about. I can't tolerate that. Even if I don't like the series or book or whatever, any artist or any person who posts whatever they do, if you're fucking with your own fan base, I have a problem with that. You have a fucking lack of work ethic. Work on that, please. You have 3 videos out of the 12 that I've seen that you have planned. And they're all very schizophrenically done. You have one that's in your first series. You have another that I think is in your second series. And then I think we go back to the first series. I think for this one, which is titled, let's see, I can't really remember the name because I didn't write it down. Something about what makes a strong female character. Her view on what makes a strong female character. She's actually going to talk about something positive. Even though I wasn't going to do a commentary on this, I didn't really feel like doing one. It just pisses me off that much. Well, it doesn't piss me off to the point where I'm completely I'm not gonna watch this again. Like the James the Preacher crap, something like that. It doesn't piss me off to that level. It pisses me off to the point where I'll explain when we get into it. So there's this game called, I have it written down right here, Swords and Sorcery. Well, I had to write it down because I can't really see sorcery in the second part of the title of the game, but people have told me that it's sorcery because of the lettering. It's all screwed up. It tries to be all old-timey and medieval, but it just looks all jumbly, and I just hate it when titles do that because it seems like they're trying too hard to do this, the style. Ugh, I can't talk right now. they try too hard to emulate the style, but they do it too hard to the point where it's distracting. So there's a character called the Scythian, and this character, well, supposedly it's female, and I'm gonna take her word for it. If I can give her some credit, it's supposedly female. She goes on to explain that this is the ideal. This is her, in her own words, ideal female character. How game devs should be making female characters. This is how you do it. This is her ideal character. Game devs, are you listening to her? This is exactly what she wants you to be fucking doing. This is the character she wants you to do. Fuck Samus. Fuck Bayonetta. Fuck Lara Croft. Fuck my personal favorite female character of all time, Lucy Quo from Infamous 2, who I think has a great personality, and she has a great character design. She isn't overly sexualized, because apparently that's such a taboo. Excuse me. I apologize for that. Anyways, the Scythian, how she explains her, quote unquote her, is that she doesn't have a clear definition of character. She doesn't have a clear backstory. She's a blank slate. That's her own words, and Nina's literal own words. She is a blank slate for you to project on. So yes, her ideal female character, and I'm pretty sure her ideal character is nobody. It is a canvas that you can draw on. To me, I like those kind of characters, but not to the point where I'm going to say they're the ideal character. So you're telling me that Mario or Link, oh god, I almost said Zelda. Yeah, her too, Zelda. She's a great female character. Let's put her on there. You mean to tell me that those characters, they're not good characters? Well, they're the best characters ever because they're the ideal character. Because Mario, while he has no personality besides the few quips he says, and Link barely even talks to his games besides the grunts he makes when he's attacking or doing an action. Those are the ideal characters. I love those two characters. Now, I love Link and I love Mario, but those again aren't the ideal characters for me. They're not even close to being the ideal character. Great characters, yes, they're icons to gaming. Of course, they're great characters. You know, this baffles me. It really does baffle me. It baffles me a lot because it shows a lot of. This shows a lot of Anita's weird idiosyncrasies. Like, isn't it a common thing for her to refer to female characters as background decorations, as she says, or basically just there because they look pretty, or because they look female, or they look the part? Isn't this what this character is right here? Like, it literally, by your definition, I haven't played the game and it looks interesting, but by what you're saying, this character has nothing to go for. Nothing. Not a damn thing for anybody. She has no personality, she has no backstory, she's just a character in the game that happens to be female. And this is what you're using as your catalyst to say that all female characters should be like this. It just baffles me that this is your ideal female character. That's the weird part of it, because normally these kind of characters aren't recommended because they're a very sleazy way to get people to adapt to the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, having a character that's supposed to be this one-size-fits-all, you run the gambit of, if your series takes off and becomes really, really big, that this character not evolving. They just become the same thing over and over again. A la Mario. Pretty much any Nintendo franchise gets this. Not changing, staying in the past. Even though Nintendo games are very good. All I have to say for them is, why fix what isn't broken? That's the problem. But I guess what I'm saying, that this whole video is just bizarre, because it's this one long disconnected conga line of like slammed together, trying to create crowd control. Basically, like she knows this is probably gonna piss people off, but in the back of her mind, she doesn't care. Like she's trying to make a positive video to negate something, but she doesn't know what that something is. Well, Master Circus out.